Many people think healing trauma means living pain forever. It doesn't. Real healing is about releasing the emotional charge that keeps your nervous system stuck in survival mode. Hi, I'm Dr. Jo Messenger. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, let's discuss how unresolved wounds silently shape your relationships, your confidence, your health, and your purpose, and how healing frees up your energy for leadership, for creativity, and a meaningful future. It's essential to heal your past because until your wounds are faced, they can subconsciously run the show. They can subconsciously run your show. And it's common for most people to think that they're making conscious decisions, but often they're reacting from unresolved pain because past rejection becomes fear of intimacy. Past betrayal becomes hypervigilance. Past humiliation becomes perfectionism. And past abandonment becomes people-pleasing. And because these wounds operate quietly beneath the surface, many people don't even realize that they're being driven by them. Why does any of this matter? It matters because you cannot create a peaceful future while your nerve system is still trapped in survival mode from the past. You cannot create a peaceful future while your subconscious mind and the cellular memory of your body is still trapped in the survival mode from your past. You may look functional on the outside, successful, capable, and productive even. But what about internally? If you're still fighting battles that have already ended, you can end up being exhausted, reactive, overthinking everything, struggling to trust and struggling to even relax. So let's clarify something important. Healing trauma is not about endlessly reliving the pain. It's not staying trapped in victimhood. It's not talking about your wounds forever. Real healing is releasing the emotional charge with consciousness, with compassion, and ideally with skilled guidance. Real healing is releasing limiting beliefs and toxic thoughts, toxic behaviors, emotions, and decisions from your subconscious mind. And real healing is clearing away the physical toxins in your body that hold those limiting beliefs, that hold those toxic thoughts, behaviors, emotions, decisions in place. Why do people avoid healing? Many people avoid healing because they don't even know they need to heal. They think everyone else is the problem, and it's often easier to blame parents, blame exes, bosses, colleagues, siblings. It's easier to blame other people, to blame their genes, to blame the government or anyone or thing other than themselves for the state of their lives. And many people avoid healing because they think, if I open that door, I might fall apart. Or if I open that door, my whole life might fall apart. Or if I open that door, some people think if they open that door, other people will see the truth of who they really are underneath. Other people will be able to see my shadow. Other people will be able to see what's been carefully hidden under my mask for so long. Other people will be able to see my guilt, shame, blame, unworthiness, all of the things that I don't even want to see myself, let alone have visible for others to see and potentially weaponize against me. But sooner or later, you have to be honest. Sooner or later, you have to be authentic and take accountability for all of your light and all of your shadow. No exceptions and no curated versions of the truth. Avoiding pain doesn't mean removing it. No, that's avoiding pain doesn't remove it on its own by avoiding it. It's like avoiding gluten doesn't correct the gluten sensitivity. It just means you're avoiding gluten. Avoiding pain stores it in your nerve system. It stores it in your body. It stores it in your back. It stores it back there. It stores what you're too spineless to take accountability for in your spine. Your body is a record of your subconscious mind. It's a record of everything that you hide from yourself and others. Avoiding pain stores it in your reactions, in your relationships, and in your degree of self-worth. Your body keeps the store. Your body keeps the score. Unprocessed emotions and unprocessed emotional pain often show up physically as stress, burnout, anxiety, chronic tension, sleep issues, digestive problems, and hormonal imbalances, because your body is trying to process what your mind has avoided so far. Your symptoms are not random, they're signals. So what happens when you heal? When emotional trauma clears, something incredible happens. Energy returns, clarity returns, your creativity returns, your confidence returns, your willingness to step back into life returns. Because the life force that was trapped in survival becomes available now for creation, for purpose, for leadership, and for your own personal joy. Many people spend their life surviving, but not truly living. They spend years managing stress, managing triggers, managing fear, and managing exhaustion. Many people spend their lives hiding their shadow, hiding their addictions, their mistakes, and their transgressions. And the problem with that is usually anyone with half a brain can already see what they're trying so desperately to hide and think that other people can't see. Many people spend their life coping but not truly living. They're not creating, not building, and not expanding because survival and coping, they consume enormous amounts of energy. But the good news is healing frees it. Healing is about self-responsibility. It's not about blame. And this is important. Healing does not mean blaming yourself or anyone else for what happened. It means taking responsibility for what happens next. You may not have caused the wound, but like it or not, you are responsible for healing it. Again, you may not have caused the wound, but you are responsible for healing it. Because if you don't, it spills into every area of your life. And the question is, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Heal your wounds no matter what, no matter who caused them, no matter how badly you were betrayed, no matter how much you were lied upon, no matter how systematically you were attacked, blamed, falsely accused, or whatever else that's relevant to you in your situation. Heal your wounds no matter what, because if you don't, they spill into every area of your life and undermine, poison, or sabotage your health, your wealth, your work, your projects, your relationships, and across the board life circumstances. Your future needs a different version of you. The future you want requires a version of you that is emotionally free enough to sustain it. Healthy relationships require healing. Purpose requires healing. Leadership requires healing, because your unresolved wounds can distort everything. What does real healing look like? The good news is real healing often looks very ordinary. It's honest self-reflection, it's healthy boundaries, and it's regulating your own nerve system. It's allowing emotions to move. It's asking for support when you need it. And it's learning not to abandon yourself anymore. The good news is real healing often looks very ordinary. It doesn't look like perfection. It looks like progress. And you will often get your biggest shifts the moment you stop asking questions like, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what happened to me that shaped this pattern? Everything changes when your guilt, shame, and blame dissolved. Because when your guilt, shame, and blame dissolve, your awareness can grow and your healing can finally become possible. Your past does not need to define your future. Your past doesn't need to define your future, but it does need to be faced. It needs to be faced not with fear and not with shame, but with courage and self-forgiveness. Because the parts of you that once learned to survive now deserve the opportunity to heal. And when they do heal, your energy changes, your relationships change, and your whole life can change. Not because you became someone else, but finally because you became whole. Finally because you reintegrated all of the fragmented parts of your soul and your personality. If this message resonates with you in any way, please like the video and share it with someone who's quietly carrying more than they're admitting. And subscribe to my channel for more grounded conversations about healing, growth, emotional intelligence, and self-mastery. See you in the next one.